Well, it's engine building time here at the Big Money Garage. A few months ago, at a swap meet, I bought this new old stock 327 large sternal main engine that had been sitting in a Chevrolet dealership for 50 years. I wanted to go through it, and I'm glad I did. It was missing one of the rod bolts and several other things that I wanted to make a little bit better, but you know, I built that 350 engine for the 67 Corvette after the 427 started making a little bit of noise. And it was a really powerful engine, and I put a huge cam in it, but I tried a new carburetor on it, and I put my foot in it, and I know I at least blew a head gasket. So now I've got water in the oil. It still runs. I drove it home, but somebody's got a hot rod. But there's a part of me that's before I get too carried away with putting this AC on, I want to get the correct 327 engine in this car, even though it's not numbers matching. A 67 Corvette never came with a 350 originally, so it'll be better to go ahead and put that new motor in it. But I don't know. I may have floated a valve. I may have spun a rod bearing, but something went south, because it's got a definite miss to it. It's not making noise, but then again, it's kind of a loud car anyway. Oh, that's the first new carburetor I've ever bought in my life. It's a Demon. I don't know if any of y'all have had much luck with one, but oh my gosh, it sure pulled hard. Second punch with it, and I took out my engine, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I revved it too high, but I wasn't watching my tachometer. I was mainly just trying out that carburetor. But the bottom end of this motor was somebody else's build, and at least this way I'll know what I've got. I've got a bunch of cool parts that came in the mail for the car. Can't wait to put on. I don't know if you've ever heard of pinky rods, but they're, oh, back in the day, that was GM's best rods. They put them in the 302 Z28s. They're a lot of special things were done with those rods. They're supposedly a lot stronger and better. But this 327 came with a steel crank. It's got the wide parting seam, the pinky rods, and whatever camshaft that is, I'm determined to run it. Because that cam that I put in this 350, that was another thing. It was a little bit too radical. I got tired of the car bouncing around and idling rough, real rough. And anyway, so like I said, I took this 327 all apart, cleaned all the bearings, which were brand new and everything. I saw several places on the crankshaft where they just kind of shoved the rods through with, you know, without that cap on, and the threads on the end of the rods kind of marred up the crankshaft. So I took and deburred that crankshaft and made it to where that won't be hard on the bearings. But interesting engine to see. I know it's a crazy crappy place to build a motor, and I don't really like building on an engine stand. At least this way I can torque it better and everything like that. So, but I'm finally getting around to building the 327. Thought this was all stuff that I would have left a long time ago, but it's kind of fun, almost like therapeutic, to build another engine, and this way I know what it'll have in it. Thanks for watching.